Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria, and I honestly just make personal development content, just different ways and different lessons that I'm learning in my life right now. And I just come on here and share them with you all, and hope that maybe this will be an encouragement to someone, or just honestly kind of give just a different perspective or a different viewpoint on different obstacles that we face in life. So today's lesson, if you would say, that I really have been learning on my own is how to see things that really bother me in a different light. So, for me personally, I'm a person that I cannot stand being in traffic. Like I say all the time, the only reason why there should ever be traffic if there is a huge truck, or if it's bad weather or accident. Other than that, there is no reason why you should be driving 2 miles per hour. It really bothers me, and it gets on my last nerves. And just something that happened tonight was different for me, where I was driving behind this driver, and honestly there was no one in front of them. This is like a two-way street, but it's not like I can get around them. They're not turning off. So now I'm kind of just stuck right behind this person, right? And at first, it was working my patience so much. I was like, you know what? How can I get out of this lane? How can I, maybe I could turn off somewhere and still get to my destination? What do I need to do to get from behind this person? Because it makes zero sense why they are taking so long to drive. There's no one in front of them, no one in front of them. But then I really just kind of felt God to speak to me. And in that moment, I really honestly just kind of changed my entire perspective, literally in that moment. And I said, you know what, God, how can I look at this as a test right now? And what God really revealed to me is, you know what? You are a person that lacks patience, but you're always trying to get to your destination, to the next destination, with a quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then when I started to think about different areas of my life right now where I feel like I'm trying to expedite this process and I'm trying to get to that final goal so quickly, I was like, wow, this is a true thing that I do need to work on. And it's something that I really have to realize for myself, and I have to be better at, because honestly, I'm only hurting myself. And so this was really a way for me to honestly develop and do better in this. And that, you know what, when it comes to my business, instead of just trying to get the result, which is get the clientele, or get the result as in get a book done, or get whatever I want to get done in that moment, and I'm always just trying to rush the process, and I'm not willing to go with the speeds of life. Because honestly, in that moment when that person was driving so slow, I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I got to turn off. And that's how I look at life. When things are not happening the way I want them to happen and as fast and quick as I want them to happen, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I need to take a different direction, because maybe that other direction will get me there faster. And it's honestly just understanding the bumps and roads that come with life. The other thing that I realized in that moment as well is that the longer I stayed behind that person, eventually they sped up a little bit. So there were times where they would speed up a little bit more, and then there were times where they would completely drive super slow. And I think that's another great way to look at the obstacles of life as well, in that there are going to be times, 1,000%, where life is just seems to just be coming right at you, and everything is running smoothly. You're going fast, you're getting to that destination. You may have those different things, those different goals, that you get there quicker than others. And then you also may have other times where it's like, oh my gosh, I have been putting in years of work and I'm still not at that place. And guess what? That is the time where you really have to kind of peel back that layer and say, what is happening in this moment, and what is God trying to teach me in this moment? And I really was like, honestly, so thankful. I'm sitting in my car and I'm just like, God, thank you, because you really showed me something about myself that I had no idea, that me being behind the back of someone's car that is driving so slow, something that is irritating to me, is going to teach me such a bigger life lesson. And I just kind of challenge anybody today, like if you are at that place where you feel like, just those little small irritants, like try to look at it at a bigger picture, because like the thing is, it may just be this small, but it may be this big to you. But when you really kind of peel back what is bothering you, or when you kind of peel back, okay, what is the problem with this? And when I really sat there and I said, okay, the problem with this is that I am trying to get to my destination as quick as possible. And this person right now is holding me up. So the easier way, or the easiest way that's going to make me feel good about it, is just going around this person, cutting off on a block that I did not want to turn down, and then coming around and hopefully getting to my destination quicker. The problem with that is, number one, I could have cut that corner and then end up in a whole different obstacle. It could have been a detour going on. It could have been all different type of things going on. And then now here I am, like, stuck, and I'm just wishing that I just would have taken that regular road, the road that may have taken a little longer, but I would have had much more smoothness and stability there, rather than trying to cut corners and rush to my destination. And like I said, like once you start to think about things in that way, it'll really be helpful for you to just say, you know what, there's obviously a lesson here that I need to learn, and then you'll be able to apply that same lesson to different areas of your life. And then that'll allow you to then internalize and talk to yourself about, like, okay, obviously this is a bigger problem that I have. I lack patience and I want to get results quickly. And I do think that that's something that, as a society, we all kind of struggle with right now. Like, we're in a microwave society where we just want things to happen like this. But the unfortunate part is things do not happen like that. And so, or the fortunate part, I should say, because it teaches us patience. But what I do want to say is that those tests are really preparing us. And I found that in that moment, I was actually able to test myself, and that set me up for success as well, because now I'm taking these little tests at a time and I'm starting to find ways to really operate in that new space that I want to be in, which is having more patience and taking my time getting to that destination. So now when I experience different failures, or when I experience different detours in life, or when I experience different seasons in life where things may be going really fast at one pace and then the other season may be really slow, I can think back to this moment and I can say, I held off here and I was good, and things worked out. I still got to my final destination. And I can also look back at this and say, okay, I now have I know that I am capable of holding off. I know that I am capable of taking the longer route, or I know that I am capable of taking my time, because I have done that with these small little tests. So now when a bigger test come, I'm like, oh, bring it on, all or nothing. So really that's it for me. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the things that I learned tonight, honestly, and something that I'm just going to continue to just take throughout my life. And I really just think that it's a great lesson for anybody to just kind of think about. And I think, sometimes we think about things where we're like, oh, these things are not that deep. But then when you look at them in a broader scope, you're able to see, like, okay, these things actually do venture over into other areas of my life that I need to improve in. So I hope this was helpful to you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be sharing more little things and tips and tidbits and honestly different life lessons that I've learned or am still learning right now. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you again soon. Bye bye.